Namaskar, I am Latika Tamrakar, Assistant Professor IT, Government Kakti PG College, Jagdalpur. In this lecture, we'll know about fundamentals of C programming for BSc IT and BSc CS first year, paper 2, Programming in C language, unit 1. The topics which I am going to cover in this lecture are overview of C programming language, history of C programming language, structure of the C program. Overview of C. C language is a general purpose procedural programming language developed by Dennis Ritchie at Bell Laboratory in 1972. Since C combines the feature of high-level language with the elements of assembler, it is suitable for both systems and application programming. Initially, the development of C began to re-implement the Unix operating system. It is such a powerful language that most of the popular operating systems are completely or partially written in C. It is mostly used for development of operating system, kernels, compiler, device driver, embedded system and RDBMS package. Many later languages have borrowed syntax or features directly or indirectly from C language. The syntax of Java, PHP, JavaScript and many other languages are mainly based on C language. C++ is nearly a superset of C language. Features of C. C is a popular programming language among the programmers. It is one of the widely used programming language in the world. The main features of C programming language are simple and robust. For the beginners, C is the easiest language to learn and it supports a rich set of built-in library function and variety of operators. Portability. C is a machine-independent language. C program can run on a range of machines that has a C compiler. Today, almost every machine has a minimum C compiler installed on. Hence, when you write program in C, you should not worry whether your program will run on a compiler on a particular machine or not. However, it does not support platform independency as Java. Modularity. C programs are modular in nature. We can divide C program to several modules that will combine in a single module to build the final program. Extensibility. C language provides a rich set of built-in library function. We can also build our own library function and can use them in future. Because of modularization of programs, you can extend your C program anytime. Speed. The compilation and execution of C programs are faster than modern programming languages. Wide acceptability. C programming is widely known among programmers around the world. Because of its vast popularity, it is suitable for most of the system projects. History of C language. The advent of C programming begins in 1960. At that time, ALGOL programming language was popular. C also inherited the concept of structured programming from ALGOL. In late 1960s, Ken Thompson and Dennis Ritchie developed a language called B. Earlier version of Unix uses B programming language. B inherited many of its features from BCPL, that is Basic Combined Programming Language. During 1969 to 1972, Dennis Ritchie at Bell Laboratories developed C. In 1972, the first release of C programming got officially public. C inherited many features from ALGOL, BCPL and B language. C introduced things such as character type, floating point, arithmetic, structures, union and preprocessor. The principal objective was to devise a language that was easy enough to understand to be high level, that is understood by general programmer, but low enough to be applicable to the system level programming. In 1978, Dennis Ritchie and Brian Kernighan published the first edition, the C programming language, and it was commonly known as K&R C. In 1983, the American National Standard Institute (ANSI) established a committee to provide a modern comprehensive definition of C language. This resulting definition, ANSI or NCC, was completed in late 1988. In 1989, ANSI sets base for all implementation of C compiler and published the first standard of C, and it was popularly known as C89. The other standards of C programming language are C89 or C90 standard. First standardized specification for C language was developed by the American National Standard Institute in 1989. C89 and C90 standards refer to the same programming language. The next revision was published in 1999 that introduced new features like advanced data type and other changes. After that, in year 2011, C11 standard adds new feature to C programming language and library like type generic macros, anonymous structures, improved and Unicode support, atomic operations, multithreading, and bound checks function. Embedded C includes features not available in C like fixed point arithmetic named address spaces and basic IO hardware addressing. These are the various versions of C language developed during 1960 to 2011. Let's see the syntax of C programming language through this simple program. Here, the C basic commands are written like hash include stdio.h. This is a preprocessor command that includes standard input output header file. Hash include stdio.h. This is a preprocessor command that includes standard input output header file stdio.h. This library file executed before the compilation of C program. Next, int main function. This is the main function from where execution of any C program begins. The opening curly braces. This indicates the beginning of the main function. Here, some comments is written. Whatever is given inside this command in any C program, it will never considered for compilation and exit. Mainly comments are used for documentation purpose of program. Printf hello world. Printf command prints the output onto the screen. Getch function. This command wait for any character input from keyboard. Return 0. This command terminates C program, that is the main function, and returns 0. Closing curly braces. This indicates the end of main function. And after executing this program, we'll get the output hello world because it is written inside the printf built-in command. Now, how can we write C programs and get the output? So, below are the steps to be followed by any C program to create and get output. First, we write the C program in any editor. For creation, compilation, and execution of a C program, first you have to install C compiler in your machine. Then you can start to execute your own C program in your machine. Once C compiler is installed in your machine, you can create, compile, and execute C programs. If you don't want to install C or C++ compiler in your machine, you can refer online compiler which will compile and execute C or C++ online and display outputs on the screen. IDE. IDE is nothing but integrated development environment. IDE is a tool that provides user interface with compilers to create, compile and execute C programs. That means if you want to create, compile and execute your C program, first you have to install any IDE. For example, Turbo C++, Borland C++, Dev C++, CodeBlock, etc. These provide integrated development environment with compiler for both C and C++ programming language. Then, what is the compiling process? When you write any program in C, this is called source code, and we save that source code using .c extension. And when you compile this program, it turns into object code and one more file created with the extension .obj, and then build the program using the linker program to create an executable program that contain instruction written in machine code which can be understood and run on computer that you are working on. We can see in this diagram, first we create file, save my program and save it with the extension .c, and after compilation object file is created, myprogram.obj, and when we execute this file, it creates the executable file with the name of myprogram.exe, and this exe file can be run on any computer. If you are using Turbo C compiler, then you can compile your C file with two ways. First, you can choose compile option from the menu, or hold down the Alt key button and press F9. And to run the program, again you can choose run option from the menu or just press control button and F9 button together. Compiling and executing program. Compiling and executing C program. C language program is passed through the following steps. First, C preprocessor. This program accepts C source file as input and produces a file that is passed to the compiler. The preprocessor is responsible for removing comments and interpreting special C language. Preprocessor directives, which can be easily identified as they begin with the hash symbol. These special preprocessor statements libraries include the following: hash include, hash define, and hash ifdef. Then C compiler. This program translates the C language source code into machine assembly language. Assembler. The assembler accepts the C compiler output and create object code. And then linker. If a source file references library function printf, scanf, which is defined in other source file, the linker combines this function with the main function to create an executable program file. Basic structure of a C program. The general structure of C program is defined by a set of rules to be followed by programmer when writing C programs. It is not necessarily include all the section. C programs are having section or parts which are mentioned below. The document section, link section, definition section, global declaration section, function prototype declaration section, main function, user defined function definition section. C program generally have these sections, but it is not compulsory that every program should have all of this section. C program generally follow this structure. Let us see about each section of C program. The first section is the documentation section. We can give some comments about the program like creation or modified date or author name, purpose of program, etc. In this section, anything written inside the comment won't be considered by C compiler for compilation process. These comments ignored by C compiler during the compilation. We can write comments by two methods like multi-line comment and single line comment. Next, link section that include header files with extension .h. Header files contains declaration information for the functions that are referred in program. Header files are included in program with hash include statement. We can include our header files with three methods given here, with double quotes or with angle bracket. Next method is hash define. NCC allows you to declare constants. The hash define directive is used to tell the preprocessor to perform the search and replace operation. Means wherever in your program you use PI constant identifier, the value 3.14 will be replaced. That means आपके प्रोग्राम में जहाँ पर भी PI प्रोग्राम आइडेंटिफायर लिखा होगा वहाँ वहाँ पर उसकी जगह पे 3.14159 रिप्लेस हो जाएगा. The next section is user supplied function prototypes. It declares the user written function actually defined later in the source file. That means हम अपने सोर्स फाइल में जो भी फंक्शन बना रहे हैं उनको हम लिंक सेक्शन के बाद हम उनका एक प्रोटोटाइप वहां पर डिक्लेयर करते हैं. That indicates we are going to use this function later in the program. The next section is global variable definition. If we want to use any variable throughout our program, then we can declare that variable as global. ग्लोबल वेरिएबल को हम मेन फंक्शन के पहले डिक्लेयर करते हैं जिससे कि उस प्रोग्राम में जितने भी फंक्शंस हैं वो उन सारे फंक्शंस में ग्लोबल वेरिएबल जो है वो एक्सेसिबल होंगे. यूजर रिटर्न फंक्शन, अगर हम किसी कॉमन कोड को बार बार एग्जीक्यूट करना चाहते हैं तो हम उसे एक फंक्शन के रूप में डिफाइन कर सकते हैं और उसे बार बार कॉल कर सकते हैं. एग्जाम्पल ऑफ सी प्रोग्राम टू कंपेयर ऑल द सेक्शंस. अब हम एक ऐसा प्रोग्राम देखते हैं जिसमें हम इन सभी सेक्शंस को कंपेयर कर सकें. सबसे पहले है डॉक्यूमेंटेशन सेक्शन. इसमें हम देख सकते हैं कि हमने यहाँ पर लिखा है सी प्रोग्रामिंग बेसिक है स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ सी प्रोग्राम्स. दैट मीन्स हम यहाँ पर उस प्रोग्राम के बारे में कोई भी जानकारी दे सकते हैं, जैसे कि डेट, पर्पस, ऑथर एक्सेट्रा। देन लिंक सेक्शन। लिंक सेक्शन में हमने एक हेडर फाइल इंक्लूड किया है stdio.h, बिकॉज हमने यहाँ पे प्रिंटर फंक्शन यूज किया है और जिसके लिए हमें हेडर फाइल stdio.h की आवश्यकता होगी। देन इंट टोटल इज इक्वल टू 0। ये हमारा ग्लोबल डिक्लेरेशन सेक्शन है। इसे हमने मेन फंक्शन के पहले डिक्लेयर एंड डिफाइन किया हुआ है। इसका मतलब यह है कि ये इस प्रोग्राम में जितने भी फंक्शन है उन सभी में एक्सेसिबल होगा। देन इंट सम फंक्शन। ये फंक्शन डिक्लेरेशन सेक्शन है। दैट मीन्स हम यहाँ केवल यह डिक्लेयर कर रहे हैं कि हमारे प्रोग्राम में हम सम नाम का ये फंक्शन यूज करने वाले हैं। यह एक प्रोटोटाइप कहलाता है, जिस उस फंक्शन का टाइप क्या होगा, जैसे कि उसका रिटर्न वैल्यू इंट है और उसमें 2 आर्गुमेंट है, वो भी इंटीजर डेटा टाइप का है। देन मेन फंक्शन। किसी भी सी प्रोग्राम में एग्जीक्यूशन हमेशा मेन फंक्शन से ही शुरू होता है और कर्ली ब्रेसेस के अंदर हमारा जो भी फंक्शन का बॉडी हम एग्जीक्यूट कराना चाहते हैं, हम वो सारे स्टेटमेंट्स यहाँ पर लिखेंगे। यहाँ पे हमने सम फंक्शन को कॉल किया है, जबकि हमने इसे डिफाइन किया है मेन फंक्शन के बाहर। जब हम इस प्रोग्राम को रन करेंगे तो मेन प्रोग्राम का फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट printf कमांड पहले एग्जीक्यूट होगा और आउटपुट होगा दिस इज अ सी प्रोग्राम। उसके बाद नेक्स्ट स्टेटमेंट सम फंक्शन कॉल होगा और सम फंक्शन के एग्जीक्यूट होने के बाद रिटर्न a प्लस बी की वैल्यू टोटल नाम के वेरिएबल में स्टोर होगी और फाइनली थर्ड स्टेटमेंट printf फंक्शन के द्वारा सम ऑफ टू नंबर्स, इस टोटल का आउटपुट यहाँ पर प्रिंट होगा। In this lecture, we learn about overview of C programming language, history of C programming language, structure of C program. In next lecture, we'll know about character set, tokens, constants, literals, and variables.